Yo, what is up guys? Hope you're having a great day and hopefully this video will make your day even greater. So, today I am in Minecraft, yes. So, I want to make a quick kind of series of videos which show off some of my command block creations because these command block creations, I'm kind of quitting command blocking in general because the new update coming out 1.13, it's flipping everything around and I'm not sure if I can adapt to that, and besides I'm becoming an actual programmer, so I don't really need command blocks anymore, though I may come back to it occasionally. Point being is that I have these creations which I don't exactly just want to dispose of. I'm probably going to keep them, but I also want to maybe just, create a video so I can show them off to you guys and maybe just have them be stored on YouTube so I can always access them. You know what I mean? Kind of save it somewhere. So here we are. We're going to start with this one. This one I created because I wanted to do a game with my friends where it's sort of like Hunger Games style, where your goal is you get like hour of free, like you get an hour, a grace period, which is an hour long, and you have to collect materials. You can't kill each other, but you can still die, and then you fight, and then whoever gets the best loot wins. The twist of the whole thing is this creation. This is custom crafting, which, as the name implies, allows you to create custom crafting. So I have one of the recipes that we used for the game, but here it is. It's coal to diamond. Basically, you can have some coal, and if you throw this within a certain radius of it, it turns to diamonds. Pretty simple. The actual complicated part is the custom crafting. So the way you custom craft is you create a dispenser. You just have a regular dispenser, and you name tag it via Anvil. You call it custom crafter. And whenever you throw this thing, it becomes a dispenser with an armor stand. Now the armor stand is supposed to be invisible, but I was doing some testing and debugging, whatever the hell, so I had to make it not invisible so I can see if it disappears or not. But essentially, you go in here and you can make your recipe. So the recipe for the coal to diamond, I think, is this. Yep, boom, there we go, it appeared. And you can create as many of these as you want. The armor stand disappears as soon as you break this. Actually, hold on. If you place it down, you can break the armor stand, but that's not supposed to happen. So when it's invisible, you can't break it. But this is just for testing, and I can turn it invisible anytime I want. So yeah, this is the first creation. I will try to simply explain how it works, but I already forgot a lot of stuff just because I haven't visited this creation in a while. But this whole area right here takes care of detecting the dropper. Let me just create another one because I literally just got rid of my custom crafter, which is not good. Alright, so hello, there you go, custom crafter. Now let's duplicate this a bunch so we don't have to redo it again. So once I throw it down, you should see that activates and it goes through a series of commands, which okay, hold up. Okay, so this scoreboard set at E-type item is custom. God damn. I remember I used to be like this freaking command block nerd. Now I'm just looking at this and I'm like, what is this? This is sorcery. So it sets the score of an item. Custom dropper 1 if it's on the ground, and if it's a dropper, and if it's called custom crafter. Oh yeah, okay. So this detects that a dropper has been thrown onto the ground, and if it does, it sets that item's score to 1. And this targets everything that was set to that score of 1, which means if you drop a dropper with that name and with the name tag, it'll set the score to 1, and then it'll detect that score. It'll set block a dropper on the item, and it'll also summon an armor stand called CC armor stand. CC standing for custom crafting. Gravity, it's supposed to be invisible. I can always change that here, like I said. And last but not least, it kills the item. So very self-explanatory. It just literally did what I said. So let's break that. We don't need that. Afterward, you have this system. This, I am not sure what this does. Oh yeah, this is the whole system with the turning coal to diamond, and there was another system where lapis to bookshelf. Yeah, lapis to bookshelf, because I figured that it would be really incredibly difficult for someone in an hour to get coal ore, which means getting silk touch, which means getting a bunch of bookshelves. So I'm like, hey, why not make lapis drop bookshelves? Like you can I mean, not lapis drop bookshelves, you can like turn lapis ore into bookshelves. So that was another recipe, but that's off topic. So this is for testing, don't worry about that. But here's your main clock. This is what runs everything. Hold on, I'm actually curious. Wait a second. Did I do? No way. I did the old command block clock. Oh my god, and this is 1.12. You have all these repeating command blocks, and I literally did this old clock. Oh, the good old days where you actually had to. Whenever you wanted to command block back in the day, and it wasn't that long ago, but still, like, we completely forget. This is like no longer existent. Everybody forgot about this. You have these clocks where one destroys a block, one sets it, and it's really quick. So anyway, this is a redstone line. It looks like it's constantly activated, but it's actually just activating and deactivating really quickly to the point where you can't see it. These blocks, these series of blocks, these are the 4 recipes that I have, and you can always add new recipes down the line. That is not the problem. That is not a problem. Here you got your main chain of events. Now, what I did here is I did something called a for in loop, which is a programming term, and it means that if you have a bunch of items, let's say anvils for instance, but in programming it would be like a list of items, for instance, like you have numbers, you have an array of numbers, like it would be like this, right? 1 2 3 4, that would be an array. And if you do like a for in loop, it would go through this array and it would do something individually to each of these numbers. So say you want to find if the list or the array has a 2 in it, you would be like if x in this case, which is what I don't know if I should be explaining programming terms here, but anyway, it goes through the entire list of items and does something to each one individually. In my case, it goes to custom crafter, and whenever you drop it, it goes through every custom crafter that exists in the world. So if you have, let's say 5, right? It goes through, if you look on the scoreboard to the right, you see how the numbers are going from 1 to 0? That is how it is. It's going through each one of them, and it does a set of commands. It detects certain things, and then it sets the score back to 0, and it keeps doing that over and over again to all of them. So if I go ahead and actually make a recipe in here, if I remember it right, I think this, yeah, this is wrong. I need to switch these around. God damn it. And yep, it did it. So it ran through all these droppers or custom crafters, and then it was like, okay, well this one has a recipe in it, which is correctly done. So we're gonna make this dispenser dropper have a coal. It's gonna replace the items in it with a coal to diamond, which is basically how crafting works. Your stuff disappears and you get something new. And along with the fact that it detects all the recipes, it also detects if there's a dropper near the armor stand. So if I break this, there's no longer a dropper near the armor stand, so it kills the armor stand. Now, the downfall to this whole system is if you go ahead and use it on a big server with hundreds of people on it, the more of these custom crafters there are out there, now I'm not talking about like 10s or 20s, if there's 20 of them, it's going to be, if there's 20 you can see a change, but it's not going to be as big. But notice how on the side, as it goes from 0 to 1, there is a small delay. So if you have hundreds of these crafting stands over here, it'll start to take a really long time for it to register that a crafting recipe has been done. So let's see if I can actually demonstrate that. I just placed 2 near. That could be a problem. Hold on, let me delete that. Alright, here we go. Keep doing it. And yeah, this is a lot. So notice how for it to go through each one of them, it takes slightly longer now. So if I go ahead and breaking works. Yep, notice how it doesn't look, it takes a while. It takes a little bit of time for it to actually detect it and disappear. Yeah, notice that was very delayed. That was quick. And as you break them, there's obviously less armor stands and it starts to disappear faster. And it's pretty much instant for the last one. So that's the downfall to this, but once again, this system, it was my first attempt at something like this. I've never done custom crafting before. I've seen some ideas for it on YouTube, but all of it seemed kind of hard and nothing I could really do, and I wanted to try it by myself, so I think I got the system down. It's good for small amounts of people. Maybe I could incorporate a system which kind of detects if an armor stand if a custom crafter has been there for a while, and kill it, so there's none, like, there's no littering with these custom crafting stands, because I had a bunch littered around, and then it would lag, not lag, it would like take a while for it to register a recipe, because I had many of them. The fact that I have a fast loop now, that like a fast clock, that is a big improvement. Before I had a good old repeater clock, which actually was in this little hut hole, and a repeater clock obviously is a lot slower. But yeah, this is my first creation that I'm going to show off to you. Not my first creation ever, I had a bunch more creations before this, but hope you guys enjoyed this quick showcase, and yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one.